What is love? From near the beginning of time, scholars from a variety of disciplines have been asking themselves this question and been exploring what love is. Love has been studied by poets, musicians, writers, and even scientists. Many scientists have tried to write love off, defining it as a cognitive and social phenomenon. But there are plenty of psychologists and sociologists that continue to explore love and research. One such scientist is Robert J. Sternberg. He has taken other love theories and studied them closely. Theories such as the love colors, love styles, and he's built his own theory. Robert Sternberg has a bachelor's from Yale and a PhD for Stanford, along with 13 honorary doctorates. He's an expert researcher in the areas of intelligence, creativity, wisdom, close relationships, hate, and love. It was his studying of intelligence after having poor test scores and not being a great test taker that he studied intelligence, and that led him to a curiosity about love and if he could figure out what love was. Building upon the present theories, he developed the triangular theory of love. The triangular theory of love is under the premise that love is composed of three key elements: intimacy, decision or commitment, and passion. The combination of these feelings can present up to 8 permutations of different love relationships. The 3 components of love: intimacy. For the purpose of this project, it is important to give you the definition as it works here, would be the bondedness or closeness that one would have to another. Passion would be the physical attraction and the motivational drive within that relationship. Decision and commitment are both short-term and long-term. Decision is a short-term version, and that's deciding that you're going to love and have a relationship with this person, while commitment is more long-term. It's, deciding to maintain and keep that relationship going. They are not necessarily mutually exclusive. You can have decision without commitment. You can have commitment without the decision. These combinations lead to 8 different kinds of love. We have non-love, liking, empty love, companionate love, infatuated love, romantic love, and fatuous love. This is another view here where you can see an infatuous love would be a relationship where there is only passion. So it's going to be like a hot, heavy relationship, but probably going to burn out quite quickly. We have empty love, which is commitment. You are deciding to stay in that relationship and maintain that love, but there is no intimacy left, and there's no passion left. Often you see it at the end of relationships. We also have consummate love. This is where all 3 are present. You have the intimacy, the passion, and the commitment in this relationship. That's the kind of relationship that most couples will strive for, is to have all 3 present. Now that's the simple version of the theory. It gets a little more complex when you talk about the geometry of the love triangle. The geometry of the love triangle can be changed by 2 things: by the amount of love experienced and the balance of love. The amount of love experienced will change the area of the triangle. It'll be the same exact shape, but you can see the smallest triangles where there would be the least amount of love experienced, and as you see it get bigger, that would be where more love is experienced. The balance of love will change the shape of your triangle. In the corner, you see the equilateral triangle, and that would be where there's an emphasis on all 3 components in an equal amount. If one of those gets out of balance, say there's more intimacy in a relationship than there is passion, or there's extreme amount of commitment to the relationship, then it'll change the shape of your triangles. You can end up with a scalene triangle, you can end up with an isosceles triangle. Going further into the theory, Sternberg thinks that you can actually measure a relationship by comparing triangles. So you can end up with multiple triangles of love. In this example, we see where you see the lady's, her triangle, and then the gentleman's triangle compared to hers. And they say that if the triangles are close in shape and close in size, that they would be a well-matched couple, and that the odds for that relationship surviving would be better. It can even get even more complex if you add in the other person's perception of what their partner feels and what their triangle might look like. And you can even take it a case farther, and if you take the triangle of a person's ideal relationship and compare it to the triangle, you can actually find the point of difference with some serious mathematical skills. This theory is important because it gives us a way to understand love in a more comprehensible way. It's not saying that if your relationship is lacking something that you should necessarily bail out and run for the hills, but it can allow you to see what might be lacking in your relationship and what you might need to work on to improve that relationship. And the triangle itself, it's a metaphor. It's not really a strict geometric model. So it's important to understand too that can change and grow. They're not going to be static. It can change the shape can change, the size can change, the dynamics of the whole relationship can change. So perhaps by better understanding love and what it's comprised of, it can help us better, have better attention to our relationships, or even be more aware of what we'd like to look for in future relationships.